let's talk about the current situation. TVK has 108 seats. It needs 10 more for the halfway, the majority, the magic figure, the majority, which is at 118. Total number of seats, 234 in the state of Tamil Nadu. Scenario 1, opposition support. So if TVK takes support from the Congress, which has 5 seats, CPIM has 2, CPI 2, VCK 2 and IUML 2, then the total comes to 121. But it will be shaky due to ideological issues, but it definitely helps in crossing the majority mark. This is scenario 2. If the TVK with 108 seats decides to go with the AIDMK, which has 47 seats, it requires power sharing compromises. So there could be hurdles later once the alliance is formed. Then there could be a lot of issues in terms of power sharing, who gets which responsibility, who has more say. Scenario 3, without Congress as an option. So if TVK decides to go only with the smaller regional parties, so then the option is PMK with 4 seats, CPIM with 2, CPI with 2, VCK with 2, IUML with 2. That would mean 120 seats, but this is razor thin majority and there are always going to be risks involved of a pullout by the parties. So these are the 3 scenarios. Which one the TVK chooses, we'll get to know in some time from now. As far as these parties are concerned, officially none of them confirming whether or not there is going to be an alliance. We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. Quickly shifting focus to that. VCK chief Tirumavalavan has spoken on the alliance talks with TVK, saying unofficially some people did try to contact him, but at the moment he has rejected that. No formal outreach. TVK hasn't officially contacted VCK. So as of now, VCK and the left parties, whether they are going to go together with Congress to support TVK, he's not saying much about that. The only thing he says is that formally no one from the TVK has approached their party for an alliance. Informally, unofficially, few mediators did contact for an alliance.
I don't know about the Congress stand regarding this. Okay. We don't have any contact with them. So we do not bother about the stand of Congress regarding TVK crisis.
Let's go across to Dharni, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. So, Dharni, more or less, I mean, of course, there should be an official announcement from these parties, but more or less, it looks like it's going to be a TVK plus Congress, VCK, CPIM, the Congress and the left going together, minus the DMK. That could be the formula for attaining majority and forming government in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Well, Tirumavalavan, it looks like he is not denying the possibility of his party, Vidalai Sirthagal Katchi, getting into an alliance with Tamil Nadu, because when asked whether he will consider TVK's invitation, if and when TVK invites, Tirumavalavan says that, he will decide, he'll discuss and decide. And for now, he is telling that TVK has not officially contacted the Vidalai Sirthagal Katchi, but a few mediators unofficially tried to get in touch, but he did not take them seriously, is what he is telling. And in fact, today, the Vidalai Sirthagal Katchi chief Tirumavalavan, CPI chief Veera Pandian and CPIM chief Shanmugam, they had a meeting at a place in Chennai. This was an internal meeting, and only these 3 leaders, the leaders of VCK, CPI and CPIM from Tamil Nadu, the state chiefs of these 3 parties, they were present in this meeting. And through sources, we are understanding that this meeting was about whether to ally with TVK or not in case Vijay invites, whether to accept that invitation or not. That was what was discussed, and the meeting seems to have gone well. And all 3 of them, they are keeping their options open, and they are keeping the idea of allying with Vijay's Tamlaga Vetri Kalagam open at the moment. It depends on the negotiations and it depends on the discussions. But right now, they are not completely wiping off the idea of allying with Vijay. They are keeping it open.
Right, absolutely. And TVK, they're not confirming anything either. TVK saying everyone will get to know where we are going to get the 118 seats from, the total majority mark. Rani, stay on with us. Let's take a look at the mandate and which party won how many seats. So the larger share, of course, of the pie went to the TVK with 108. Let's take a look at where the 2 alliances stand. As far as the AIDMK plus the NDA is concerned, AIDMK plus 153, of which 47 AIDMK, BJP won 1 seat, PMK got 4 and the AMMK got 1. Of course, total seats 234 and the halfway is 118. TVK 10 short of attaining the halfway mark or the magic figure. Then you have the DMK plus alliance that won 73 seats, of which DMK won 59, Congress 5, DMDK 1, VCK 2, CPI 2, CPIM 2 and IUML 2. So which are the parties that are going to be in an alliance with TVK? That's the million-dollar question. The parties whose support the TVK is going to take to form the government. That's the big development that everyone is looking forward to in the state of Tamil Nadu. A very quick break on the broadcast. We have a lot more lined up for you on the other side. Stay on with us.